Hey there. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of the Report of Findings. I'm Neil. I'm clearly not your doctor, but maybe we'll get a good prescription out of this few minutes anyhow. Nothing to sell you here, as always. No buttons, no buy now, no nothing like that. Most people aren't buying anything anyhow. At this point, right now, depending on when you're watching this video, we're still in the middle of April. We're in the middle of the coronavirus lockdown, and your businesses are shut down. All of our clients and half of our clients and their medical practices are closed down right now. Everybody's kind of scrambling on what do I do. I've shared in a previous video that if you're a chiropractor, there's really good news out there. Our chiropractic campaigns are still doing really well in the month of March. Our average doctor booked 89 leads and 75 consultations on average in the month of March. And that's in the middle of the pandemic, and that's after everybody got locked down. Because in most states, or at least many states, I guess I should say, chiropractic care was fortunately considered one of those essential services, so they got to stay open. But that's not really what today is about. Today is about getting you over a hump that I had to get over myself. So every year, for the last couple of years at least, we join a coach. We hire on a personal training coach for our business. And so last year, we worked with Frank Kern. We're in his private flagship coaching, which is a hoot. Love Frank. He's an awesome guy and a brilliant marketer. He's like one of those crazy like a fox kind of guys. If you know him, you'll probably get that. And so we were doing the intent-based branding, a lot of video production. It's all about, getting on videos like this, except his version is, you got to sell. You got to be always pitching your product, always pitching your product. And he's smart. There's a place for that. It's just not this particular moment. But the problem I had was that I always wanted him to be professional. So we in our office, we have a nice little video studio set up. I've got the backdrops, the green screens, the professional lighting and cameras, and the teleprompters to help me keep on my script. And so for doing that, gosh, I don't know, we made 20 or 30 videos, but they were good. I mean, the production quality, I think, was pretty good overall. But he would always yell at me, and gosh, if you know Frank, you can hear, Neil, you got to get out of your office. You got to stop using that teleprompter. Stop making those professional videos. And he's right. And it's just a hard thing that I could never kind of get myself over, because I'm one of those perfectionist people. You might be one of those too, that just has to have everything right. I like to have, if I'm going to go on camera and put myself out in front of the world, I want to look good. I want to have, my hair right and the lighting right, and I want to know what I'm saying and have it all scripted out. Clearly, that's not the case anymore. But he would always yell at me, you got to stop doing that. Just get in front of a camera, go out in your backyard and take some videos. And so I want to encourage you to do the same thing. But right now, it's way easier to do that. I mentioned this on our last video. I was watching, which I rarely watch TV. It's another story for another day. And I think that's a tremendous help. That's been a big factor in our success as a company. But I just happened to be watching the late show, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Don't usually watch it. But I happened to tune in. I don't know why. My wife and we were watching TV, and so I turned it over, and it was there, and I'm like, he's walking down his street in his neighborhood with his wife with a selfie stick in his hand, pretty much like I'm doing right now, doing the Tonight Show. That was it. They were just kind of talking to each other, answering questions about each other as they're walking down the road in front of their house. And then they cut to after the commercial, he's like sitting on his front porch. I think he was playing in his kids' room, and I tuned into a couple of other these really highly viewed late night shows. They're all doing it. Everybody's recording from their home and their couch right now, because that's all there is, because people don't want to go to a studio and be around other people and catch the virus. So I guess my point here is that it's a tremendous opportunity that we've never had anything like this before, where millions and millions of people are tuning in to watch people and celebrities on TV just doing silly stuff and, on a selfie stick like I'm doing right now. all that to say, there's no need to feel like you have to do this high production value, this, high quality studio type recording. And right now that actually doesn't even work as well. What's working clearly is just doing this right here, getting a selfie stick on a camera and walking around and talking to people, and sharing good, useful information. And that's really the tip. The useful information I'm hoping to share with you in this video is that it's time to do some videos. If you're a doctor out there, whether or not your practice is still open, and particularly if it's not open right now, then this is what you need to be doing more than anything else, because sooner or later the doors are going to open. And if you look around enough, you're going to see that there are others out here who are doing this now in your field, and maybe even in your own area, your market, because all they're doing is building that relationship. They're slowly but surely, one video at a time, letting people into their lives, telling their stories, and providing useful information. So you could maybe, again, we work with doctors, so probably if you're watching this, you're some kind of a doctor, or own a medical practice of some sort. So tips that you could do would be, how about stretching routines to reduce back and neck pain, or simple exercises you could do at home in a kitchen chair, or even diet and food related stuff. Don't eat these foods because they cause a dramatic increase in inflammation in the body, which is going to lead to more pain. So you could offer recipes, eating tips, you could cook a dish for them. You could either demonstrate some exercises or explain it, or get your kids. You know what? Jimmy Fallon had his kids on the other night on the Tonight Show, and they had, written little signs on their school notepaper in a pen. So have your kids do some exercises and film that and share that with the world. People will eat that up. That's actually a really good idea. But if you can get on video right now and get out in front of your local market, in front of your area, just this kind of stuff I'm doing now, and provide some real value to those people in their lives. They're trapped at home. They're looking for adult type communications. And right now, so many people are tuned into social media. It's just one of those things that the timing probably just couldn't actually be much better than it is right now for this kind of a thing. But the whole message here is that you've got to get over this need or desire to have everything look professional. I was there. I did it for a long time. And, it just did okay. I would say, okay at best. Oh, we got a lot of clients out of the deal, so it was not bad, I guess. The result was there. But it's hard to be just personal, just like you and me talking. When you're in a studio and you're reading, particularly from a teleprompter, there's nothing, organic or real or natural about that. And that's what people want right now. That's what they're consuming. Look what's on TV. Look at what all of the public figures and celebrities are doing. That's the model you need to follow. Is just what I'm doing right here with you. Get a selfie stick out, go outside in your backyard, share your thoughts, record them. Listen, just record a bunch of videos. If you don't like them, you don't share them. It's just as easy as that. These are digital recordings, erase it and do it again, or do something else. But the more you do this, the more you actually just stand and look at a camera and talk to somebody, the more comfortable you'll get with it. It doesn't take very long, I promise, but it needs to be kind of natural and organic. And people need to feel like you're genuinely trying to add value or, enhance their life in some way. And so I hope that I've done that a little bit for you today. Again, the message is get out and do some videos, and don't worry about how you look. People don't care. You want to know something funny? If you go back and look at the last two videos, you'll see that I've got basically the exact same area behind me, and I'm wearing the same shirt and the same coat. Now, do you think anybody else watching my videos, except for maybe my wife, will care, let alone notice that I did 3 different videos, which are supposed to be on 3 different days, wearing the same shirt and coat? People don't care. They don't care about that stuff. They don't care how your face looks, how your hair looks. Good Lord, Jimmy Fallon's hair was a mess last night on TV. It looked like he just woke up out of bed, hadn't even brushed it. That's what people are looking for. It's authentic. It's real. People don't care what you look like or, you know, how you talk or where you're at. They care that you care. You know, as old Zig Ziglar, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is absolutely true, and even more so now than ever before. That's the message. That's what you got to communicate, is I care, and I hope that I can add a little bit of value to your life by sharing this good tip with you. So hopefully I've added a little bit of value to your life today. I appreciate you watching very much. Please feel free to share this. Certainly, if you know anybody who might be interested, or whatever, I don't know, share it. It'd be great. I'd love that. That would certainly make my day. I want to feel like, you know, I'm not doing this just for no reason myself, but I'm going to do it anyways. And the other thing is, you just have to know that you're not going to get 1,000 followers after your first video or two. It's going to take repetition consistently. But I'll tell you this, if you do it for a week or two of videos, at least, you know, once every couple of days, if not once a day, you'll be surprised at how fast your audience will grow, how fast people will tune in, assuming you're providing value. So hopefully you got that, and that's of value to you today. Don't make it professional. Just get out and do it. Thanks very much. As always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video.